Ever felt like you walked into a store with a clear list and a firm budget, only to walk out with a cart full of things you didn't even want? You aren't just undisciplined. You are being legally robbed by your own biological limits, by your brain's inability to say no. This is especially true after 5 p.m. This is the hidden tax of the modern world. This is decision fatigue. It is a systematic destroyer of long-term goals. It turns disciplined savers into reckless spenders. And it happens before you even swipe your card. Think about your typical workday. From the moment you wake up, you are choosing snooze or get up, coffee or tea, which shirt to wear, which route to take to the office. By the time you reach your desk, you have spent energy. Then the real work begins. 400 micro decisions every single day. Which email takes priority? How do I phrase this difficult feedback? Should I speak up in this meeting? Each choice consumes a tiny amount of fuel. In the medical world, this fuel is glucose. In the psychological world, it is willpower. By the time you leave the office, you are bankrupt. You are mentally and chemically depleted. Your brain feels like a spent battery. This is not a metaphor. It is a measurable physiological shift. Your prefrontal cortex is the seat of logic. It is the part of you that understands math. It understands compounding interest. It values your 20-year retirement plan. But the prefrontal cortex is high maintenance. It requires massive amounts of energy to run. When that energy is gone, it shuts down. The sober architect leaves the building, and someone else takes the keys. The amygdala takes over. This is your impulsive, emotional brain. It is the ancient part of your biology. It does not care about your 2046 goals. It does not care about your brokerage account. It only cares about immediate relief. It wants comfort. It wants dopamine. It wants it right now. Retailers spend billions to exploit this shift. They know you arrive at 5 p.m. with a dead battery. They have designed a psychological minefield, specifically for the exhausted mind. The grocery store is the ultimate testing ground. Think about the layout. The most needed items are at the back. Milk, eggs, bread. They force you to walk past every temptation. When your guard is down, think about the sensory marketing. The smell of rotisserie chicken is not accidental. It triggers your hunger response. It bypasses your logic and speaks to your survival. The bright, colorful end cap displays. They promise a limited time deal. To an exhausted brain, a deal feels like a win. A win feels like a hit of dopamine. You aren't just buying a snack. You are self-medicating the stress of the day. Those $5 and $10 purchases, they feel insignificant in the moment, but they are the silent predators of your wealth. Let us look at the fatigue tax. An extra $40 in your weekly haul, because you were too tired to cook, because the easy option looked irresistible. $40 a week is $160 a month. That is nearly $2,000 a year. In your current work cycle, that is a massive leak. But the real cost is the opportunity cost. If you invested that $40 weekly in a simple market index fund with a 7% average return over a 30-year career, that innocent snack is a $150,000 mistake. $150,000 of lost freedom. That is the price of a tired Tuesday. It is pushing your retirement date back by years. You are trading your future self for a 5-minute high. This is the compound interest killer. Every dollar spent on gratification is a soldier. A soldier that could have been fighting for you, building your empire while you sleep. Instead, you are caught in a work stress loop. You work harder to pay for the stress of working. You buy convenience to recover from the job. The job consumes your energy, and the convenience consumes your profit. This is lifestyle creep in its most dangerous form. It is invisible because it is normal. To stop this leak, you must change the rules. Stop fighting a losing battle against biology. Willpower is a finite resource. Never rely on it at 5 p.m. You need to become a decision architect. You need to use decision proofing. This is about protecting your paycheck from your fatigue. Shift your high-stakes errands to Saturday. Do your shopping when your battery is full, when your logic is in control, when you can see the math of the transaction. Utilize digital delivery services. It removes the sensory triggers. If you don't smell the chicken, you don't buy the chicken. If you don't see the end cap, you don't need the deal. Pre-commit to your meals on Sunday night. Take the "what's for dinner" choice off the table. The choice is the enemy. Remove the choice. Remove the fatigue. Practice the 10-minute decompression. Sit in your car before you enter any store. Lower your cortisol levels. Breathe. Let the workday fade before you engage with your money. The wealthiest people do not have more willpower. They simply have fewer decisions to make. They have built a choice architecture, one that automates the right moves. Their savings are automatic. Their investments are invisible. Their wealth does not depend on their mood. It depends on a system designed in a calm moment. Audit your last 3 after-work receipts. See the fatigue tax in black and white. Identify the moment you stopped being an architect and started being a consumer. Recognize the linguistic traps of convenience. Because you deserve it is a marketing lie. You deserve financial freedom. You deserve a secure future. You do not deserve a high-calorie dopamine hit. That leaves you poorer tomorrow. Reclaim your prefrontal cortex. Master the language of your own biology. Define your reality by your long-term goals, not by your short-term exhaustion. Step out of the dopamine trap. Step into the role of the architect. Build a financial future that is frictionless. One that lasts through the 5 p.m. fog. One that leads to lasting consistency over short-term intensity. The strings of the wallet stay in your hands.